This is the Mahindra Marazzo, a very important vehicle for Mahindra. It is targeted straight up at the Innova Krista right now, and it's a proper 7-seater. You can also get it in an 8-seat configuration. The styling, well, it looks like a Mahindra, no doubt about that, but it is not very garish, not in your face, not very polarizing like recent Mahindras, which is a very good thing. That grille, it's a typical Mahindra grille, and they've worked a lot on the styling. So if you look at the bonnet, there are a lot of creases on it, and the flanks, that slash that you see on the flanks, doesn't it remind you of a sports car? Maybe the Porsche Boxster. That flank gets pinched as you go towards the rear, and that's where that whole inspiration, that shark fin inspiration comes from. The Marazzo, it is Shark, Basque for shark. Basque is a regional language in Spain. Well, you don't need to be worried about that. What you need to know is that the Marazzo is targeted straight up at the Innova. This is the Mahindra Innova Challenger. From the rear, a thick chrome band that goes across the tailgate. It is attractive without being too in your face. There are 4 variants on the Marazzo. The top end version gets 17-inch alloys. Good looking set of alloys, shod with Bridgestone Dueler tires, sport tires for grip on the road. Now, a couple of interesting things on the Marazzo. This is it's not a monocoque, it is a body on frame chassis, and it is front wheel drive. The interiors, very nicely designed, very attractive, and the quality is actually pretty good. The instrument cluster, it gets a 4.2-inch display, a full color TFT display in the center. The infotainment system is a touchscreen infotainment system, works very well. It's got all the bells and whistles, including reverse parking camera. The only thing it doesn't have is Apple CarPlay. It only gets Android Auto. As of now, only a manual gearbox. It's a 6-speed manual gearbox, mated to a 1.5 liter diesel engine. That gear lever, that's the handbrake lever. Another thing that they've really worked on is cooling inside the Marazzo, and it gets this patented aircon system, which is a full length roof mounted system, which also has both a direct and a diffuse. So you can direct it onto your head or you can diffuse it, so it provides all round cooling. Works very well, I can tell you from experience of the short drive. The space inside the Marazzo is also excellent, really excellent, and that's where this whole front wheel drive body on frame configuration really works. They managed to move the front axle forward by 150 mm, and that's all liberated a lot of space inside the cabin. You can actually seat adults in the 3rd row, and if you see, you can tumble the seats out of the way. Steve, if you can just move the seats down. Other side. So the seat folds and tumbles out of the way pretty quickly. And then there's the 3rd row, where for a change you can seat adults. Okay, it's not the most comfortable seat in the world. You want to be seated in the middle row. The engine, it's a 1.5 liter diesel engine. This is a brand new engine for Mahindra. It makes 120 horsepower and 300 Newton meters of torque, mounted transversely. Again, something new for a Mahindra MPV or even an SUV. It's a very torquey engine, makes around 70% of its max torque is made very low down, around 1400 RPM. And overall, the Marazzo, actually, it is very easy to drive. It is the easiest Mahindra to drive. Very nice gearbox, very light steering. It handles also pretty well. They've worked a lot on this. Overall, if they price it right, if they price it at a step down from the Innova Krista, this is sure to fly off the shelves. That's a quick walk around video of the Mahindra Marazzo.